Hi, welcome to your yoga class this evening. It's Tuesday, the 12th of January, 6 p.m., and time for another code yoga class. So, welcome if you've just joined. This is a pre recorded class, so you can do it at any time. So, you might be doing it in the morning, you might be doing it in the evening, whenever. It's suitable for all times. So, find a comfortable seat, and then we'll get started with the practice. I just wanted to have a little chat about intentions, New Year's resolutions, maybe. What are we? 12 days into the year. What usually happens is, I think there's something called Blue Monday, which is, I think, usually the third Monday of January. And that's the Monday where everyone's resolutions goes down the pan usually. And that's because, third Monday of the year, the weather's pretty rubbish. People are, maybe in a little bit of debt because of Christmas. They've not been paid, and you might have set some really great intentions. I'm going to run a 5K. I'm going to go to the gym more. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to lose some weight. There's all of these things. This year's even worse because of the pandemic and not being able to get out and about. So they think Blue Monday was actually yesterday. So New Year's resolutions have gone straight out of the window already. And I'm not a massive fan of New Year's resolutions anyway, just because, you know, it's just something for the news people to talk about. That's kind of my opinion anyway. And we set an intention, and usually it's unachievable, and it's hard work, and then it's all over very quickly. So what I wanted to say today was just thinking about just one day at a time. You know, so you set your intention, and if it's something like I'm going to practice more yoga this year, then you just turn up onto your mat whenever you can, and you make that achievement achievable. You make it achievable. You make it that it's something that you want to do. It might be hard work, and initially, maybe getting out in the mornings, getting out of bed in the mornings, and maybe getting out in the evenings and doing some yoga. It can be quite hard to do that, but you just do it one day at a time. You don't look at the entirety of it. I'm going to do 300 yoga classes this year, or I'm going to do 20 yoga classes in January. Day by day, step by step. That's kind of the way that I find, if I break things down, then things become a lot more achievable. And also thinking about it as it needs to be heartfelt. It needs to be something that you really want to do. And that doesn't mean there won't be challenges and it won't be hard along the way, but it needs to be heartfelt. And that's kind of like in terms of a devotion to something. So we talk about dedication to something, and sometimes dedication is not. It can have negative connotations. I'm dedicated to it, but am I getting joy from it? If I'm devoted to it, it's heartfelt, and then hopefully there's a shift, and I find some joy from that dedication with devotion, heartfelt. So if that's something that resonates with you, great. Thinking about yoga, there's something called abhyasa, which just means regular, steady practice. And you will find with that regular, steady practice that you will get stronger physically. You will get a stronger body. You will get a more flexible, open body, but also you'll feel changes here. Because we do movement and meditation, there's a lot of things going on there. So hopefully you begin to see those shifts. And my teacher used to say, or he does say, he said, small things done consistently in strategic places over time brings progress. So that's back to that one day at a time thing again. So you just think about a small thing. I get on my yoga mat, I do 30 minutes or an hour of yoga or 15 minutes, whatever it may be. There's a little bit of progress there. And then the next day and the next day, or in 2 days' time, or in 3 days' time, however long between yoga sessions that you're committed to. And that can change as well. So be kind to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Set achievable targets. And there needs to be that devotion from the heart. What do you see? What do you want to see that changes? What do you want to manifest in your life in 2021? And especially now, especially during this pandemic, especially during this third lockdown, it's incredibly important to maybe replace bad habits with good habits, replacing a bad habit with a good habit, just so that we can get through these dark months. And then as we go through spring, then hopefully we've got this beautiful practice. It might be walking, it might be going for a run, it might be doing yoga, it might be doing a HIIT class, whatever it may be, but you've got that base there, and then you can carry on for the rest of the year. So let's do some physical yoga now. So I'm going to move, and I'm going to go and come and sit cross-legged, and then we're just going to do a nice set today. So there's going to be some sun salutations, there's going to be a little bit of movement through the spine, and there's going to be some meditation. So we're going to do a bit of everything. Not like normal. Make sure you're comfortable. You know, if you want to sit on something, then feel free. You know, I sit on a block here, you know, I've got lots of different blocks. I've got bolsters here, so sometimes I sit on a bolster. If you don't have any of that, then you might have a book. So you can sit on a nice thick book, or you might have a cushion. All I'm saying is just make sure that you're comfortable. And then just sitting cross-legged, we call this easy pose, Sukhasana. And as you sit here, let everything relax down. Feel some length in the spine. So you're not kind of sitting like this. You open the heart center, you lift from the heart, and then you feel length in the spine, right from the tailbone all the way up through the spine. And find somewhere comfortable to put the hands. They might be kind of just like this with the palms up. They might be palms down. You might bring the hands onto the waist. If it feels safe for you to do so and comfortable, then maybe just close the eyes here. And just check in with your experience. Just check in with what you brought onto the mat. Notice the quality of the mind, maybe noticing the quality of the breath. And just maybe beginning to connect a little bit deeper with the breaths. Nice deep inhales and full exhales. We'll just do a few like this together. So a nice deep inhale through the nose. And a full exhale through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose. Full exhale through the nose. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Just bringing a little bit of sensation here. As you inhale, you feel the cold air come through the nostrils. And as you exhale, you feel the warmer air exit. Just a few more breaths like this. And then at the end of your next exhale, if the eyes are closed, then just gently, really gently, just flutter the eyelids open. Just blink the eyes open. Keep the gaze nice and soft. Beautiful, really nice work. Just notice any changes there. You know, you might feel a little bit more relaxed. You might feel a little bit more grounded and centered on your mat. You might be just checking in with the physical sensations. So how does the lower back feel? How do the hips feel? Usually when we come and sit on the floor, then this is when we just get to check in with the physical body before we move. Notice where there's tension in the body. You're still breathing long and deep here. So that idea of sending the breath where the body needs it. Maybe it's tension in the shoulders. Maybe it's tension around the neck. Maybe it's pain or kind of like a long-standing injury in the back or the hips. So working with breath, prana, life force, this is where we move energy throughout the body. And this is what we're going to do in the class today. So if you were sat on something like I am, just remove whatever you were sat on. Just place that to one side. You can use that later on. And then bring the hands onto the knees. Sit nice and tall. Lift the heart center. And then Sufi grind. So inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Just get into a rhythm. Just rotating the torso around the hips here. So this is a really nice way just to warm up the lower back. Notice what's going on in the hips. You might feel it in the outer hips here. So wherever you're feeling it. And just come at a depth and a speed that feels good for you, you know. Don't push it too much. If the back feels a little bit tender and sore, you might be more here. You might be doing smaller circles. You might be working a little bit slower. Everything's beginning to open up, then maybe you bend a little bit deeper into the arms, into the elbows, and then just come counterclockwise. Whatever way you were going, just come back the other way. Inhaling and exhaling. Really nice. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath here at the top. And then exhale fully. Let it all go. Beautiful. From here, you're just going to come to stand. So whatever way feels good for you, just come to stand at the top of your mat. You might shake the legs out a little bit. In fact, let's do this. Come to the center of your mat and then just bring the hands, right hand on the heart. Have the feet about hip width apart. Inhale left, exhale right. Just swing the body open. Just before we start our sun salutation. So you can carry on like this with the hands at heart center, or if you wanted to, you can swing the hands around a little bit. Don't think about it too much. You just bring a little bit of movement into the body. You can always lift a leg, you know, opposite side. This can feel nice, little stretch into the hips. Work a little bit more powerfully the breath, inhaling left, exhaling right. And as we go through the class today, building strength and vitality, and shifting the energy, especially now. You might spend more time indoors, or I guess you are spending more time indoors. All of your routines have been thrown out over the last 9 to 10 months. So yoga can be the antidote to some of that frustration and that stuckness. This is a great thing to do. A couple more either side, and then just slow it down. Beautiful. Nice. Maybe shrug the shoulders a few times, roll them up, roll them down, whatever speed feels good for you. So just bring in some movement, maybe just swing the arms a little bit. Nice. And then we'll start our sun salutations. All right, so bring the feet so they're about hip width apart. Press the feet into the floor. If you're really open and you find that you've got a lot of room in your back and you've got a lot of room in your hips, then bring the feet together. You can just bring the toes together, but make sure they're lined up to the long edges of your mat, wherever you find yourself. Press the feet into the floor. Bring the hands to heart center. So that idea of finding length all the way through the spine, from the tailbone to the back of the neck. So you're not sort of stood like this, you're not stood like this. You're tucking everything. So you're stacking head above the shoulders, shoulders above the hips, and then the hips above the ankles. So this is our mountain pose. We come to this pose time and time again in yoga. And then from here, take an inhale, just sweep the arms up above the head. And then exhale, we're just going to come into our first forward fold. Keep a nice generous bend in the knees as you come down. You see how much I bend into my knees, especially on this first one. I've done a bit of running today, so I feel quite tight. Feel free to just bend into one knee, bend into the other. Let the head be nice and heavy. Breathe in long and deep, back to the breath. And just paddling the knees from side to side.
And then find some stillness here. So I encourage you to keep the bend in the knees, to that idea of bringing the chest down towards the thighs. If I straighten out through my legs and then I come into my forward fold, I'm more kind of just hanging here. So bend into the knees, let everything be heavy. Now you can grab opposite elbows if that feels good, or you can just bring the hands down, or you can place the hands on the calves or on the shins. Breathe long and deep. Bring the weight into the toes just a little bit more. So the weight away from the ankles into the toes. And as you do that, you might feel the stretch right at the top of the hamstring. And then if it feels okay, maybe begin to just straighten the legs out a little bit. Or maybe it's just more of a lift here, just at the waist. So you just lift the waist, keep a little micro bend in the knees, stretch into the hamstrings, protect the lower back though. And then if your hands were like mine and we're just grabbing opposite elbows, bring the hands down. From here, we're going to come up to a flat back. Let's do this variation. Take an inhale, flatten the back, just bring the hands behind. Nice, back of the neck is long. So think of it like a ski jumper. And then exhale down. Let's do a couple more like that. Inhale, flat back variation. Nice. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Drop the palms and then just step the right foot back. So a nice giant step. See how much I've stepped mine back. Drop the right knee down. And then just take an inhale. Lift the hands and the heart to the sky. So a nice low lunge. You can bring the hands together like mine. You can have them shoulder width apart. You can have the hands at heart center. So whatever works for you. Relax the shoulder blades down if your hands are above. And then that idea of you inhale, you feel the spine lengthen. And then as you exhale, you just feel that little sink into the hips. But no need to push it too far. Have a look at your ankle and your knee on the left-hand side and make sure they're stacked. So knee wants to be above the ankle. Feel this stretch into the right hip flexor. So this big muscle at the top of the right leg gets really, really foreshortened through our lives. Especially if we do walking or cycling, running, anything physical like that. So we can get really tight in the hip flexors. Nice deep inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, just rain the hands down, nice and slowly. Frame the left foot, tuck the right toe, lift the knee. And then all you're going to do is you're going to step left foot back to meet right. And then you take an inhale and you just come into your plank position. Beautiful. Have a look at the hands, spread through the fingers, tuck the belly back towards the spine. Feet can be together, they can be hip width apart, whatever works for you. Try and avoid this kind of thing or this kind of thing. Press into the toes, and then I bring my chest through and roll my shoulder blades back. Now the heat begins to rise in the body. On your next exhale, drop the knees, the chest and the chin. So you come down here. This is called 8-point pose. The only thing that stays high is the bum, and then you inhale, and then you come into your cobra. So, just nice and gentle. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. So first down dog of the class. Feel free to keep a nice generous bend in the knees. Or if you wanted to, you can just walk the knees, pedal them. Like we did in our forward fold, just pedal the knees backwards and forwards. And feel free to shake the head, yes, shake it, no, whatever the body needs. And then find some stillness. And then again, just like the forward fold, maybe bend into the knees. So you can see, if I bend into my knees, press into my hands, I can just elongate my spine. If I come here and I'm really pressing my heels down to the floor and my legs are straight, you can see that my spine starts to bow. And I want to find as much length as I can. So if you're a little bit tighter, bend into the knees. From here, take a nice deep inhale and a full exhale. Deep inhale and a full exhale. From here, take an inhale, just sweep the right leg behind you, and then you're going to step it in between the hands. So you just come forward, you drop the left knee down this time, lift the hands and the heart to the sky. Yeah, nice. Taking our time here, no rush. So this is just stretching down in the other side. We lengthen on an inhale, we sink the hips down on an exhale. So this time, feeling this stretch into the left hip flexor just here, sinking the hips down, feeling length in the spine. Inhaling and exhaling as we go. Just a couple more breaths like this, deep inhale. And then a full exhale. One more deep inhale, lengthen. And then on your exhale, just rain the hands down, nice and slowly, frame the right foot. And then you're just gonna lift the knee on the back leg and you're just gonna step left foot up to meet right. Hanging a forward fold. And then take an inhale, come back to that flat back variation. So sweep the arms behind, lengthen the spine, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And then exhale, just bring the hands to heart center. So this is called Sun Salutation C, Surya Namaskar C, or classical Sun Salutation. We'll do the other side, and we're just going to move one movement, one breath. So every movement will have a breath, and try and think about letting the breath drive the movement here, not the other way around. So really concentrate on the breath, and we're just going to move and flow a lot quicker than that last side. So let's do this together. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, fold in deeply. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, drop the palms down. This time, step the left foot back, drop the knee. Take an inhale, lift the hands and the heart to the sky. Nice. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step the right foot back to meet left. Take that extra inhale into your plank. Beautiful. And then exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin. 8-point pose. Inhale, come through. Here's your cobra. Nice. And then exhale, lift the hips downward facing dog. Extra inhale here. Full exhale. Keep a bend in the knees if that feels right for your body. Take an inhale, sweep the left leg back. And then exhale, just step it in between the hands. Drop the right knee down this time. Take an inhale, lift the hands and the heart to the sky. Nice. And we keep moving. Exhale, bring the hands down. You're going to step right foot up to meet left. Back into a flat back position this time. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up to stand. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling. Flat back, your choice. You can do the variation where you're here, or you can have the hands on the knees, on the shins, or on the floor. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, drop the right knee. Inhale, lift the hands and the heart to the sky. Now we're flowing. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg meets right. Take an extra inhale here to lengthen. Nice. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin. Ashtanga Namaskar, this is called. Inhale, come through into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg behind. Exhale, step it through. Drop the left knee down this time. Inhale, lift the hands and the heart to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step left foot up to meet right. Come back to a flat back position. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up to stand. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And we keep moving. So left side, inhale up. Exhale, fold in deeply. Inhale, flat back, your version. So maybe a variation. Maybe the hands are on the shins or the knees or the floor. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step the left foot back this time. Drop the left knee. Inhale, lifting the hands and the heart to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step right foot back to meet left. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin. Keep the elbows tucked right by the side of the body. Inhale, come through into your cobra. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And we're just going to carry on moving. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, bring the weight forward. Step it through. Now, if you find that your leg only gets here, just grab the ankle, bump it forward, Drop the right knee down. Inhale. Lift the hands and the heart to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down. And then you're just going to step right foot up to meet left. Come back to a flat back position. So you're here. Nice. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, come up to stand. And then exhale, just bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. And then just pause here. Hands at heart center, or you can bring the hands so the palms are just facing forward. And just check in with your experience so far. Notice where the energy is in the body. If you want to close the eyes, feel free to close the eyes. Feel the connection of the four corners of the feet into the mat. You feel your groundedness, your connectedness into the earth. Beautiful, really nice. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn some heating off here. Ooh, it's getting pretty hot. And then we're going to do a few more rounds of sun salutations. This time, instead of doing a low lunge, we'll do a high lunge. So a little bit more physical. If high lunge isn't for you, or crescent lunge, then feel free to just come into that version that we just did. So you'll drop the knee down. Give it a go anyway, see what happens. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold in deeply. Inhale in, come to that flat back position. Exhale, this time, step the right foot back, and then you're going to keep the right knee lifted. Now, if you find that when you come into a high lunge, sometimes you feel a bit wobbly, you just walk the feet a little bit wider just to give yourself a firm base. Press into the back foot, press the left foot down into the floor, engage into the core, and then you just come forward, or up, should I say, and then you come into your high lunge. Nice. Really nice. You bend into that front knee, check the knee and the ankle, they're all lined up. Beautiful. Again, if you're feeling a little bit unstable, just stare at one thing. We'll walk the feet wider or do a combination of the both. Breathe in long and deep here. Couple more breaths. One more deep inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, bring the hands down, frame the left foot. Place the right hand more in the center of your mat. And then inhale, just sweep the left arm up. Nice. As you do that, press into the back leg. So try and avoid this where the back knee comes down, lift the kneecap, spiral the chest to the side wall. You might look down towards the left foot. You might look up towards the left hand. So whatever works for you. Let the head be nice and loose. If you're looking down, if you're looking up, then make sure the neck is protected. One more deep inhale. And then exhale. Bring the left hand down to meet the right. Step the left foot back. And then take that inhale and just lengthen into your plank. Beautiful. Exhale, lower the knees, chest, chin. It's the same thing. Elbows tucked by the body, bum stays high, chin touches. Inhale, you just come forward into your cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Down dog. So maybe keeping that nice, generous bend in the knees. Let the head be nice and loose. And then breathe deeply here. Deep inhales. Full exhales. One more like that. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. On your next inhale, you're just going to sweep the right leg behind. And then you're just going to step it in between the hands. You're going to keep the left leg lifted. So again, if you wanted to walk a little bit wider with the feet, feel free. You press the feet into the floor, engage into the core. You might lift the hands off the floor already. You can just hang out here and then eventually inhale, come all the way up. Nice. Bend into that front knee, lift the back kneecap, hands are together, hands are shoulder width apart, or the hands are at heart center. Whatever works for you. You don't have to come into the full version of the posture straight away. So you might be here, and then you might bend a little bit deeper into that front leg. Press into the back leg, lift the kneecap. One more deep inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, slowly bring the hands down. And then we just move to the other side. So left hand in the center of the mat, sweep the right arm up. Looking down at the right foot or looking up to the right arm. Press into the back leg, lift the kneecap, activate through the leg. And you're spiraling the chest to the side wall here. You're trying to open the chest up. Try not to lead too much with the shoulder. So you just kind of ease the shoulder back as you open your chest. One more deep inhale. Full exhale. Bring the hand down. And then all you're going to do is you're going to step left foot up to meet the right. Hang in a forward fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up to stand. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Really nice. From here, couple of breaths, hands at heart center. Bring the feet together this time. So if you've been working with your feet hip width apart, see if you can bring the toe mounts together. Line the feet up with the long edges of your mat. Beautiful. And then a couple of breaths. Really nice work. From here, we're just going to come into chair pose. So you can keep the hands at heart center. You bend into the knees, into chair. So now the weight comes into the heels instead of weight into the toes. Sit as low as you can. You know, it's all about the integrity in the spine. So you don't have to come too far forward. You don't have to sit too low, whatever works for you. Nice. We just do a little twist. So stay in your chair. Right elbow is just going to come over left knee. So a little twist here. Have a look at the knees. Make sure the knees are pretty much lined up. Press into the hands. Sit a little bit lower. Spiral the chest to the side wall. So a little bit like we just did in the high lunge. When we did a twist, opened the chest. Maybe sit a little bit deeper. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the front foot. Inhale, come back into your chair. So this time sweep the arms up above the head. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then just move into the other side. So left elbow, right knee, press into the hands, spiral the chest to the side wall. Make sure the knees are pretty much aligned, just so you have that alignment in the hips. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Take an inhale, sweep the arms back up. And then exhale, press into the feet and bring the hands to heart center. Nice, really nice. We'll just move that on one level. Inhale, this time sweep the arms up, come back into your chair. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And then you're just going to lift the right foot. So you're just standing on the left foot. And then really slowly and gently step the right foot back. So you just might do this very mindfully. Might be a little bit of wobble. Once you find that lunge again, beautiful. You want to stay here, that's fine. Or you can come into that twist again. So right elbow, left knee, press into the back leg, and then press the hands, spiral the chest to the side wall. Come back to the breath. Breathe long and deep. Beautiful. From here, look down towards that left foot. Drop the hands down. Step the left leg back to meet right. And then take that inhale. Come into your plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin. Keep the elbows tucked by the side of the body. Inhale, come through into your back bend. And then exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Nice. Couple of breaths. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. From here, bend into the knees a little bit deeper. Look between the hands. And then just step to the top of your mat. Beautiful. Inhale. Come to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back into your chair. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Really nice. We'll do the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Weight into the heels, into your chair. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Nice. And then this time, we're going to lift up left leg and step it back. So you might just do this in a few stages. You might step the foot back, step it back, or you might just lift it, bring it back, make a few adjustments, hands at heart center. Nice. And then exhale, left elbow, right knee, press into the back leg, twist to the side, high lunge. Make any adjustments that feel good. Maybe looking down at one spot to find your balance. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step right foot back to meet left. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin. Final time we're going to do this. Inhale into your back bend, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Deep inhale, full exhale. Deep inhale, and a full exhale. And then from here, nice and simply, just drop the knees down onto the mat. And then just come to sit on your heels. So if this is uncomfortable for you to sit on the heels, you might place a blanket underneath the feet. You might place a blanket underneath the sit bones and the heels. So whatever works for you. If it still doesn't work, you can sit cross-legged. Bring the palms face up. Bring the thumb and forefinger together. This is Gyan Mudra. And then just drop into your practice. Just notice what you're noticing. Quite physical so far, quite a lot of sun salutations, variations of lunges, some twists in there as well. Just notice what you're noticing. I can certainly feel heat in the body. I can feel energy at the heart center, at the navel center. Really nice. The eyes are closed, just gently open the eyes. And then from here, we'll come into child's pose. We'll take an extra rest. So maybe split the knees a little bit wider and then just walk the hands forward and come into child's pose. So bring the head down. Try and keep the connection of the sit bones on the heels. And if that doesn't work for you, then just bring the head onto the hands or bring the head onto fists. So whatever works. And breathe long and deep here. Just notice the flow of the breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Maybe breathe in right in between the shoulder blades, maybe in the lower back. It's your practice, so whatever works for you. I'll try and work with the full capacity of the lungs here. So good for respiratory health. Really nice. Slowly, and then in your own time, just walk the hands back, maybe in front of the knees or maybe at the side of the knees, and then just press yourself back up. Nice. And then we're just going to come off the heels, and then we're going to come and sit back where we were right at the start of the class. In fact, let's do this as we sit here, just before we move. Bring the feet so they're about hip width apart, fingers face forward, and then just windscreen wiper the legs from side to side. This can feel really nice. You just bring in a little bit of movement into the hips, making sure that everything is relaxed and loose. And then we're going to do some quite dynamic movements from this point on for the rest of the class. So maybe the next 12 or so minutes we'll work through the spine, and you will have done some of these postures before, but maybe not all of them. And then we'll have some time for a really beautiful meditation at the end. Great stuff. Bring the legs so they're crossed. Nice. And then from here, what should we do first? We've got loads of options. So we'll work right into the heart center. So bring the hands and clasp the hands together. Your inhale is going to be here, and then your exhale is going to be here. So you inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down.
Try and keep the shoulders relaxed, try and keep the back of the neck long, and there's length all the way through the spine. So this really shifts the energy. The body's nice and warmed up. So this is the idea of now working in the heart center and working at the navel center, just to change the frequency in the body and to change the way that we feel here, but also on a physical level as well. So hands are clasped, inhale here, exhale down. Nice, just get into a rhythm. You work powerfully with the breath. Inhale up, exhale down. And think about this posture as maybe just chopping through anything you don't need. So anything you're holding on to, anything that doesn't serve you in your life at the moment, let it go. Any frustrations, any resentment you might be holding on to. Inhale up. Hold the breath and then pull the energy up from the pelvic floor. So it's that idea of feeling the energy rise right from your pelvic floor, navel center, up to the heart, up towards the brain, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, bring the hands down. Just float them down really slowly. Beautiful, really nice. And then from here, we'll just move straight away. So bring the hands onto the shoulders. We're gonna do a spinal twist. So you're gonna inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. I like to close my eyes here just because I can feel a little bit dizzy. So let's get into this one. Keep that going. Let the head just go with the movement. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And you're just twisting the spine open at every level here. So good for spinal health. You might have done this one with me before. Working powerfully, energetically with the breath. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath. Feel length in the spine. Heart center's lifted. Relax through the face. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the hands down. And then just bring thumb and forefinger together. Find stillness here. Just check in with the sensations in the body. Maybe a feeling of aliveness in the body. We've done a lot of sun salutations this evening, should I say. You might be practicing in the morning, whenever it is. Move in energetically now with the breath. It maybe feels like there's been a shift, that feeling of aliveness in the body, maybe a hum or kind of a buzz of electricity. Maybe it's just heat in the body. Just notice what you're noticing. Find that perfect stillness. It's just you and the breath. Really nice. If the eyes are closed, then just slowly blink the eyes open. And then uncross the legs and then bring the other shin in front, just so you don't get that imbalance in the hips. And then we're just going to move laterally down the side of the body. So you're going to flatten the left arm down. You're going to inhale the right arm up. And then you just exhale to the other side. So it's inhale to the left, exhale to the right.
Get into a rhythm that works for you. You might be working slower than me. You might be going at the same speed. Feel the stretch. Press the sit bones down into the floor. So make sure you're nice and grounded. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale left, and then just hold it here. Press this right sit bone down onto the floor, maybe come down onto the elbow, maybe just keep a bend in the arms or your arms nice and straight. Do what you want with this top arm, you know, you might really let the elbow go, palms face down, feel the stretch all the way down this right hand side. Let the head go if that feels good, no tension in the neck. Nice, and then just swap inside. Inhale up. Exhale over to the right. Press the left sit bone down into the floor, working with your body. So match or meet your body where it is today. Just accept it. Open the body up. Your body is getting stronger. You're building strength and vitality here. So good for you. So good for the energetic body. Nice. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale. Bring that left hand down just to meet the right. Beautiful. Maybe a couple of shoulder shrugs one way, a couple of shoulder shrugs the other. Yeah, really nice work. Let's do a couple more things. Bring the hands onto the knees, and then we'll just do some shoulder shrugs. So you're going to inhale up, exhale down. Loads of things you can do here. You can close the eyes. There's an idea if the eyes are closed and the focus is right in between the eyebrows, that's where the energy will rise. You can do singles, lift one, lift the other. Really drop the shoulder blades down the back. So you feel the shoulder blades just relax, and then you inhale up towards the ears. Inhale up. Hold the breath. Pull the energy up from the pelvic floor. And exhale. Relax everything down. Beautiful. And then bring the right hand behind, left hand on the right knee. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, just a little twist over to the right. Body should feel nice and warm now. Inhale, feel length in the spine. Exhale, just twist in to the right. Inhaling. And exhaling. Nice. Swap sides. Right hand, left knee. Left hand behind. Inhale, press into the fingers, lengthen the spine. Exhale, just twisting over to the left. Inhale, you find length in the spine. Exhale, you just come into the twist a little bit more. So you're never quite static. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Beautiful. And then with the hands just on the knees, just inhale the head to the left. Exhale the head to the right. Just moving through the neck nice and slowly. You're inhaling left. And you're exhaling right. Working very, very gently with the neck, not pushing it too far. If you feel areas of tension, maybe pause and just breathe into those areas. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Eyes can be closed here. It feels really nice for the eyes to be closed.
Just a few more turns to either side. And then really gently, just slowly bring the head back to center. And if the eyes are closed, just gently blink the eyes open. Really nice work. So a lot of energy, loads of flow, loads of sun salutations, moving the energy up through the spine, twisting the spine from side to side and working laterally into the side body. So you should feel nice and stretched out by now. Maybe some energy in the body. And now we're going to kind of balance it all out with a nice breath meditation. So make sure you're comfortable. I'm going to grab a bolster. So I'm going to sit just over a bolster. If you've got a bolster yourself, then feel free to sit over a bolster. That can feel really nice. Or you just sat cross-legged or on your heels. All I'm saying is just make sure that you're nice and comfortable. That's the most important thing, that you can sink the hips down into the floor. You can bring length into your spine. And then we're going to do Nadi Shodham, which is alternate nostril breathing, but we're going to do it with a breath retention. So when we take our inhales, we're going to inhale for the count of 3. And then we're going to hold the breath for a count of 9. And then we're going to exhale for the count of 6. So we're going to be doing that through alternate nostrils. Sounds really complicated. It's not, because I'm going to talk us through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the right hand. You might have done this with me before. The right thumb blocks off the right nostril. Now the left nostril will be blocked off with either a little finger or the ring finger. It's up to you. You might tuck the other fingers in. So I kind of do it like this. And it just depends. I pretty much use my little finger, but sometimes I use my ring finger. But the right thumb will definitely block off the right nostril. You bring the left hand with the thumb and forefinger together, Gyan Mudra. That just helps us just to find a nice relaxed posture. We're nice and tall and the heart is lifted. So spine is long, heart is lifted. Shoulders are not here, they're kind of nice and relaxed down. So your eyes are going to be closed. Or if it doesn't feel safe, just have the gaze nice and soft. And then from here, just block off the right nostril with the thumb and take a nice deep inhale through the left nostril for a count of 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath for 9. And then cover off the left nostril with the ring finger or the little finger, exhale for 6. Inhale for 3 through the right. Hold for 9. Block off the right nostril. Exhale for 6 through the left. Inhale for 3 through the left. Hold for 9 at the top. Block off left. Exhale through the right for 6. Inhale for 3 through the right. Hold for 9 at the top. Block off right. Exhale for 6 through the left. Inhale for 3 through the left. Hold for 9. Block off left. Exhale for 6 through the right. Inhale for 3 through the right. Hold for 9. Block off right. Exhale for 6 through the left. Inhale for 3 through the left. Hold for 9 at the top. Block off left. Exhale 6 through the right. Inhale for 3 through the right. Hold for 9. Block off right. Exhale 6 through the left. Inhale 3 through the left. Last round. Hold for 9. Exhale 6 through the right. Inhale 3 through the right. Hold for 9. Block off right. Exhale 6 for the final time through the left. And then bring the right hand down to meet the left and just breathe through both nostrils. Just check in with your experience. Just notice the changes that have occurred. You can keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft. Thumb and forefinger together on both hands. Just notice what you're noticing here. Just notice the breath. Notice the mind, the physical body. Notice the effects of your practice today. Just feeling the flow of the breath in and out through the body, through the nostrils. Nice and relaxed through the jaw, length in the spine, heart centers lifted. And just take this energy that you've created with you for the rest of the evening, or if you're practicing earlier in the day, for the rest of the day. And then just bring the hands to heart center. Bring the hands into prayer, Anjali Mudra. And feel the fingers as you press the fingers together, the palms together. Maybe slight activation through the arms into the elbows. And then just bowing your head down to your prayer. You might repeat this after me. Universe, put me in the places you want me to be, with the people you want me to be with, doing the things you want me to do. Thank you for the joys and the challenges in my life. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this evening. Look after yourselves out there, and I will see you again next Tuesday. Tuesday at 6:30. Is that right? 6 p.m. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Thanks, everyone. See you again soon. Take care now.